The atmospheric engine was invented by Thomas Newcomen in 1712. It was the first machine to be powered by steam and was largely used to pump water out of mines. Hundreds of these engines were made and used all over Britain and Europe in the 1700s. They became known simply as the Newcomen engine and helped pave the way for the Industrial Revolution. Thomas Newcomen, born in Devon, was a British engineer and inventor of the atmospheric steam engine, a precursor of James Watt's engine. As an ironmonger at Dartmouth, Newcomen became aware of the high cost of using the power of horses to pump water out of the Cornish tin mines. With his assistant, John Calley, or Colley, a plumber, he experimented for more than 10 years with the steam pump. It was superior to the crude pump of Thomas Savery. In Newcomen's engine, the intensity of pressure was not limited by the pressure of the steam. Instead, atmospheric pressure pushed the piston down after the condensation of steam had created a vacuum in the cylinder. As Savery had obtained a broad patent for his pump in 1698, Newcomen could not patent his engine. Therefore, he entered into partnership with Savery. The first recorded Newcomen engine was erected near Dudley Castle in Staffordshire in 1712. Before the 1700s, there were very few machines and most work was powered by hand. The energy of horses and oxen was harnessed to pull ploughs, wagons and mills. Water was also used as an important source where possible. But work was relatively slow and could usually only be carried out in daylight or at certain locations. The Newcomen engine was the first commercially viable machine to be fueled by steam. It was designed to pump water out of mines, which enabled miners to go deeper and tap into the further seams of coal, tin and other materials. By 1725, the Newcomen engine was a common sight in mines across Britain, as we mentioned earlier. Its design went largely unchanged until the 1770s, when John Smeaton made a number of improvements. Around the same time, while working at Glasgow University, James Watt was asked to repair a model Newcomen steam engine. Realizing the engine was inefficient, he developed a revolutionary new design that would help a steam engine run faster and use less fuel. With his business partners Matthew Boulton and William Murdoch, Watt went on to further refine his revolutionary design so that steam engines could not only efficiently pump water but drive machinery in paper, cotton, flour and iron mills, textile factories, distilleries, canals, waterworks and even drive steam locomotives. These extraordinary developments transformed the British landscape and the lives of its people and became known as the Industrial Revolution. So how does the Newcomen engine work? Well, the engine utilized a piston working with an open-topped cylinder. The piston is connected by chains to a rocking beam. At the other end, the beam is connected to the pumps in the mine by a rod. On the outboard stroke, the cylinder is filled with steam from the boiler, and then the cold water is injected into the cylinder to change the steam back to water and create a vacuum. When water turns to steam, it expands 1500 times. So a contained volume of steam, if condensed back to water, will create a vacuum. This vacuum then pulls the piston down and via the rocking beam raises the plunger in the water pump.